Week 3, it's January 18th, and today I went to the Church of Christ Scientist. It's not Scientology. I'm going to try that a different time, but it was cool. It was a really small congregation. The building was really nice. They had this incredible organ in there. It sounded really cool. The format is instead of one pulpit with one microphone for one speaker, it was kind of a double pulpit, and there were two speakers at the same time, kind of going back and forth. So they would read from the Bible and also from their book that was written by like the founder of the church, Mary Baker Eddy, called Science and Health with Key to the Scriptures. One of the speakers would read from the Bible, and then the other would read the correlative passage from Science and Health. So they did this back and forth, and all they did was read. There was a few songs, but all they did was read. There was no one shared any individual insights or interpretation. So I really respected the dedication to the doctrine, the dogma, whatever you want to call it. But they don't stray at all from just reading from the books. So from what I gathered, from what I learned, is that the main claim of the church is that science reverses mortality and the Bible is the key to health. So some of the things that they read were that sickness, disease, and sin are the opposite of truth and God. Evil, matter, error, and death are not God and are therefore not real. So they really believe that like the Bible and Christianity are the key to not only ending suffering, but ending sickness, sin, and death. And they believed that all like material matter isn't actually real. Soul or spirit is the only thing that is real, which is God. God is everything, and that is the only thing that is real. So, really, really interesting stuff. I thought it was cool. Overall, here's the scoring breakdown I'm going to give Church of Christ Scientist. Again, impartial to the beliefs, just the experience that I had today. So, for meaning and message, we'll give this an 8 because it did offer a very distinct interpretation of existence. The thing that was interesting is that it was very black and white. There was no deviation. There was no gray area. Everything they spoke was very direct and very matter of fact. Like this is the way it is. For the ritual and experience flow, that's a 6. That's the pacing, the transition, the music. Overall, just the container itself and the flow and everything. Ethics and integrity, I'm giving a 7. Uh, that's a reflection of moral cohesion, compassion, humility, honesty, and responsibility. There wasn't really much of that. It was really very just strictly reading from the book. It felt almost more like school, more like a lecture where it's like this is the way it is, and the way it is this. So community, energy, and belonging, that also lends itself to this scoring a 5. There wasn't really a felt sense of congregation or community or warmth to the group. One gentleman, when I walked in, said hi and welcome in. He was very nice. But that was about it. No one really talked to each other or talked to me. They kind of show up, listen to the sermon, and then kind of left. Learning and cognitive expansion, though, we'll give this an 8. Like it definitely was expansive, and I learned some new things. I had a new point of view, so that was cool. And then heart resonance, emotional impact, feelings of love, compassion, peace, comfort, and taking inspired action. Just a 6 there. So an overall score of 40 for the Church of Christ Scientist in Salt Lake City. So that's week 3. Here are the rankings from the first 3 weeks of this spiritual adventure And I'll be back next week with a new place. See you then.